Hello everyone, Brittney here. I'm bringing you my first resin tutorial. I'm just going to be doing today some space themed bezels. I have a few already pulled out of my stash. These bigger ones I'm going to use for the tutorial, and then I might just do a speed through watch me make with these littler ones, just using up the rest of my resin. Today I will be using Luminous brand resin. I get this off Amazon for $24.99 Prime, I think. They might be out of stock at the moment. I know they were a couple weeks ago. They restock fairly quickly, but there's some other brands too if they're not. I have with me some star glitters for my backgrounds. Black soap dye, which I don't know if really shows up that well. Those I've also got on Amazon, and there's just the same brand as the resin. I have coral maca color, glossy blue maca color, and purple maca color, which I will be mixing with the black soap dye here in a moment. And for inside of it, I have some pink micro glitter, some white micro glitter, purple, and blue. I have also some tiny nail arts, which I keep in a little container. There's just moons and stars. I'll post better close-up pictures after this is recorded. I'm also using different sticker sheets I have. Well, this is a film sheet. I'm not sure if the black cats are going to show up yet or not, but we'll find out together, I guess. I think the little planets will work really well, though. I also have, I think that's everything. I have some basic tools, and if you guys need a video going over basic tools for UV resin, let me know. But for the moment, I'm going to assume you have your basics down. Cool? Okay. Our first step is going to be mixing our 3 colors of resin. My cat made a weird noise. I don't know if you guys heard that. So, I have my 3 little cups. I don't want to use this one because it's not washed good. And what we're going to do is fill each one about halfway, maybe a little bit more, with clear resin. 1, 2, maybe a little bit more. 2 and 3. Boop. Wipe off our top with a baby wipe, otherwise your lid can get stuck on, which is not a pleasant experience. Get out some toothpicks. I always use toothpicks to mix my dyes because they're cheap and they just get thrown out. Our first thing is going to be the soap dye. Now, soap dye is very transparent when you use as dye, where maca powder makes you a slightly more opaque or less opaque. It's less see-through. I just have 2 dots in each, but I might end up adding more. This is one of those things that I will literally just tinker with my dye balance for way too long. So if it magically fast forward at any point of me stirring this, don't mind me. You're not missing anything important. Okay. So our resin is made. Our glitter gets shoved out of our way. Because now we need to set up a tape platform. I'm using this lovely Duck brand masking tape. They have actual bezel tape. I haven't tried it. I haven't had any real issues. Sorry this tape noise is so loud. So you want a piece twice as long as you're going to be using because you're going to roll it up. If you make noises, tape listens to you better. That's your fun fact of the day. Alright. Roll it up into a tape, or into a roll. Where am I at? I should make him up here. Now you want it to be as wrinkle free as possible. Usually I flatten out this little bottom piece first. If it's not flat, your resin won't cure flat. Alright, let's see what we fit on here. We definitely can get him in. You press it, and you want to make sure it's sealed down the best you can. We should be able to fit our star. It's a little bit like Jenga at times. They can be pretty close, as long as you're careful about them overflowing. If it's your first time doing these, I recommend that you do one at a time, just in case your piece overflows. Now this one has a back, so he doesn't really need stuck in the tape, but just, I stick him here on the bottom. He's like half on, just that way he's not running away from anyone. We'll stick him, well this can stick off, so I guess we'll stick him down here. We got room for a kitty cat. And our butterfly. I actually didn't need them as close as I thought I did. But I'd rather have extra room than not enough. So, got that. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay a base layer of resin of our background color. So I'm going to start with purple. Some spaces can be a little bit hard to get into, like the butterfly here. Yeah, look at you a close up. Like right here, you might need a needle to fill in as opposed to a toothpick, but for the most part, toothpick should suffice. Why aren't you going in frame now? Hello. All right. All right, camera. Don't. It didn't like it. Didn't want to be picked up. I picked it up anyway. Here's where it all goes to hell. Alright. We'll start with there. So again, this is kind of working fast with my UV resin light on. We're going to start, I'm going to start filling in around an edge. I'm using 3 colors. If you're using 1, it's a little bit easier, I guess, because you don't have to worry about, oh, where am I going to put this color? But you want to make sure you get up to that edge. Now, you only want a thin layer for your black layer, so we have plenty of room for moons and stars and, like, anything else fun we're going to put in there. Around that cat, I'm going to use the needle. There's my needle. Don't lose those. You don't want them surgically removed from your foot. Just being extra careful not to flood over his tail. Because he's really cute, and he needs to turn out good, and I need to not embarrass myself. That's like today's goal. Be cute, don't embarrass yourself. Life goals. Sorry if I get quiet filling this in, but I want to do a pretty solid layer on him. I'm kind of getting there, and I should be able to go back to my toothpick pretty soon. Bam. Alright, done with the needle. Now, I'm going to do all of these at once, but if you're worried about it, you can do a full layer of a bezel, cure it, do your next one. It's going to be a lot of your preference on this. For me, I kind of like the, what's that word? Like a factory line. So I'm just going to kind of do, I'm not curing it, leaving it wet for at least the entire bottom layer. So that way I can blend my colors together. But I'm going to do a little bit on all of them of the purple, and I may jump back and forth. But as you see, I'm just kind of making sure it's all squished against its edge. And I don't really have any rhyme or reason of where I put the purple. Besides, maybe it'll look good there. But you don't really need reasons for what you do in creating stuff. It's just, oh, maybe that will be nice. And then it is or it isn't. Not the end of the world either way. Alright, we're going to do right around here. I'm going to save the kid ears a different color on this guy. I don't feel like using the needle again just yet. Guess we'll use some purple here. Maybe a little bit of purple up here. Maybe a little bit in here. How careful can I be? Not careful enough. Oh well, it's mostly purple. It'll live. Alright, my next color, I guess I'll grab blue, since I'm just going it down the line here. Blue will be next. Tequila blue. Just gonna start kind of blending them. Let's see, this one is a lot more, has not enough, as much black. I guess not enough isn't quite the right word. But it has less black in it than the purple. But it's still gonna look pretty. It's still gonna be shimmery. It's gonna look marvelous. Don't do that again. Note to self. Just kind of bloop bloop. And where they touch, I usually try to just take my toothpick and I do these little swirly motions. So they're a little bit blended together. But whatever happens, happens. Nothing here is the end of the world. Resin just costs a little bit of money, your bezel costs a little bit of money, but it's all replaceable. You can't ruin things permanently when you're creating. It's just unintended results. That took me a long time to learn. I used to be so worried I would ruin everything. And then I just went, you know, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Nobody's gonna lose their job or get fired or get sick, or it's just for fun. I'm gonna grab my needle again. I keep my needle in a plastic cup off to the side here, which I'm guessing you can't see. But I keep it in there so that way I don't lose him. But if I put it in a pin cushion, it would become ruined. At least when the paper cup gets messed up enough, I'm just done with it. I can throw it away and get another one. A lot easier than, say, another pin cushion. We're at 24 minutes. This might need cut down. Or maybe not. Maybe you guys like long videos. You'll have to let me know. I'll have to see what I end up uploading, I guess, too. See how long it is. It's probably a good little bit I can cut out or fast forward. But resin is a little bit of a process. Mix that up a little bit more. It's a little bit thin. Mix him in a little bit. It's looking good to me. Hopefully you guys like it too. Alright, put him back under the light. Or not under the light. Away from the light. Pull out my last color, my pink. Give it a quick mix. I'll give you guys a closer look before I cure it, so you guys can see how they look. Though before and after curing doesn't look much different, and if it does, it's usually a dye problem. I'm gonna mix him with the toothpick, I think. I'm gonna kind of connect these guys like this. Alright, there's that one. Put a little pink dot there. Break it up a little bit. Nothing really hard. I suppose not thinking about it is the best way to do it. It's a bit of abstract art when you think about it that way. Just kind of relaxing wherever it wants to go. It doesn't have nowhere to be. Just where it feels like. Filling my butterfly with the toothpick because I'm getting kind of low. He's my smallest one, I believe. But yeah, you guys will have to let me know if you like these, like full process, me rambling. Mix him up. I'm not quite sure what people want. This is my first time making more than just I've recorded some like Twitch videos or Let's Play videos of video games and stuff, but I'm not really sure what people are expecting with like crafting videos. So I'm just kind of making little swirly motions now that it's all filled in. Swirl him all together. Everybody can be friends. Okay. Let me put my pink resin away. I actually have a lot of leftover resin. I went a little overboard. So, I'm gonna get ready and cure these here. Here's a little extra light, but see, they're kind of just little abstract space colors, hopefully. And for me, I live in a cold area of Ohio, so almost year round it's cloudy. So I cure my pieces for 99 seconds twice, or roughly 3 minutes per layer, because you can't over cure your resin. Instead, it's just it's just cured. You don't want it to be wet. Do be careful though not to breathe it in when it's curing, because it does let off an odor that, at least with me, tends to kick up my asthma. So that's something to be aware of if you have any lung problems.